Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another overcast day here in Central Florida. It is first thing in the morning and I decided to come outside and actually enjoy this weather because it is very windy. I believe that we are getting a cold front here. It's supposed to be like in the low 60s later today. That's what we call a cold front here in Florida, but I will take it even though over the next few days there's probably going to be some traveling going on, but I will take it while I'm here to experience it. But how is everyone doing? How was your weekend? Are you having a good one? Are you excited for the holiday this week, or are you just someone that does not celebrate and you're like, it's just another day, I'll get myself some food and it is what it is? Before I go any further in this video, I do want to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, and that is Scentbird. As you guys know, if you've been following me for a while on this channel, I have absolutely been obsessed with the company that is Scentbird. It is a luxury fragrance subscription service and it has honestly been a godsend. Before the panini went all over the globe and people were actually allowed to leave their house, they were allowed to travel, and I was getting around from coast to coast, I would always have a Scentbird in my bag because traveling with fragrance can be so stressful. You don't know if it's going to break in your checked bag. You don't know if TSA is going to take it out of your carry-on and throw it into the bin, never to be seen again. So Scentbird honestly has saved my life. And not even just for traveling. If you are someone who goes to a lot of meetings, you go to a lot of dinners, and you just want to freshen up your fragrance, because after hugging people for a while, after giving someone a kiss on the cheek, which hopefully people can start doing once again once the Rona is gone, but you can just reach into your purse, or you can reach into your pocket for that matter, and take out one of these little guys right here. This is the Scentbird container. The fragrance is inside. I'm just showing you 3 of the 5 that they actually did send me because I haven't seen these colors from them before. I'm absolutely loving this matte black. You just take the container, give it a little twist, your fragrance pops out, you give it a little spritz, and you're good to go. I've actually discovered a lot of new fragrances that when I go into the store, I don't necessarily pick up, so I was actually very excited to find them in this package that they sent me, and the first one is Gucci Guilty right here, which is in this little black container right here. I loved it so much that I actually went out and I bought a whole entire bottle of Gucci Guilty. So shout out to Scentbird for turning me on to new fragrances. Scentbird is $16 a month for 1 fragrance, or you have the option to upgrade and do 2 or 3 fragrances per month. You can use my code, which is right here on the screen. It is a 30% off code, and that makes it just $11 for your first month to give Scentbird a try. So please let me know if you try this out down in the comment section, what fragrances you picked up, and let's get into the video. There's a few things that I wanted to talk about in this video, and one of them has to do with my Jaclyn Roxanne necklace. I told you guys the other day that Jaclyn Hill's jewelry line was cheap, basically is what people were saying on social media. They were saying that it was cheap and it was turning them green, and so I did my own investigation. You guys know that I purchased something from Jaclyn Roxanne on launch day. I literally waited all day. It was like all day I was refreshing. You guys know that Jaclyn's website went down. She claims that she might have been like hacked or like DDoSed or whatever the people call it over there, and like the people on the internet didn't want her to launch, just like FedEx. So they took down the 2 most important companies. They took down Jaclyn Roxanne as well as FedEx within the same day, because you know that Jeffree Star was actually having issues with his FedEx as well, but he got his fixed real quick because it was a FedEx issue. It has nothing to do with his website. Now, we have seen before in the past, we have seen people's websites go down. We all remember the controversy palette when Shane and Jeffree came out with that thing. It literally crashed Shopify for a few hours, but you would have thought by then they would have had things fixed. Now, I don't know if Jaclyn Roxanne is with Shopify, but before I get into anything with Jaclyn Roxanne and show you guys pictures, I do want to talk about this thing that I saw over on TikTok, and I've kind of like been curious about this myself because we use Uber Eats, Postmates, and DoorDash a lot, but there's some tea. There is some tea. Apparently there is a way that whenever you are ordering from DoorDash as well as Uber Eats as well as Postmates, and maybe someone can fill me in to let me know if this is true or if this is just someone like trolling around on social media, because this video got a lot of attention on TikTok. There was this girl that went on there and she was telling people, she's like, you remember how I said that DoorDash people can see like if you tip beforehand, and so at these restaurants there's a section of people that don't tip, and she showed this McDonald's and there was like 50 bags of McDonald's food sitting there that wasn't picked up.
So remember how we said as Dashers, we don't have to take your order. We can pick and choose which orders we want to take. So if you don't tip us, we don't have to take your order. And remember in the video where I said, when you don't tip, your order just sits there? So yeah, just putting that out there. That was not a lie. There's a whole section dedicated to people who don't tip, and their order just sits there until a Dasher decides that they want to take the order. So once again, just letting it be known, you don't have to tip. You're not obligated to tip. We also are not obligated to take your order because we are independent contractors who do not work for DoorDash, the company. We're our own bosses. So just keep that in mind.
And she was claiming it's because people on DoorDash can see how much you tip before they actually go pick it up. So if they're looking at your order and they don't see a tip, or they see a tip that they're not happy with, they're like, I'm not gonna I'm not even gonna bother with this. So I don't know if that's true, but I saw this other TikTok of a lady responding to her, and she was like, why would I tip you before I actually receive the service? When I go to the restaurant, I don't tip when the waitress comes over to my table. I literally tip her after I receive my service.
There's a whole section dedicated to people who don't tip, and their order just sits there.
This is why I really don't with DoorDash or Uber Eats, because they be on my orders anyway. What the young girl is saying on this video is basically, if you don't add the tip to the service, they don't have to pick up your motherfucking food and get your shit, pretty much, because they independent contractors. First of all, tipping is a satisfactory service. That means if I'm satisfied with how you bring me my motherfucking food, then I'm going to tip your ass, period. No one is obligated to give you a tip when they don't even know how they're going to receive their food. When I'm at a restaurant, I don't tip the waitress before the service. I tip the waitress after the service, because I need to know and I need to see how you perform your service and if I'm satisfied with the service. And I don't like the way that DoorDash and Uber Eats set that shit up where they want you to tip first. Because, baby, one time that happened to me and a girl sent me my food and Sprite was all over my food. What?
And I'm kind of with her on that one, because I can't tell you guys how many times, I'll just give you within the past 2 weeks, how many times within the past 2 weeks we have ordered something from Uber Eats and it has come messed up. They, like, literally sometimes it'll be like, they'll give you like the sandwich from the meal. They won't give you the french fries or the drink, or it'll be the french fries and the drink without the sandwich. Or sometimes things will just be completely left. So I don't know if that is something that has to do with the restaurant, if that has to do with something like maybe someone left something in their car, maybe someone took something. You know, one time when I was in LA, I ordered Taco Bell. I was extremely freaking hungover. And this was back when like Uber Eats first became a thing and people were starting to use it. I don't know how this happened, but I ordered from Taco Bell, but the person with Uber Eats was actually able to add food onto the order and they got themselves like a full combo. So I don't know if delivery drivers on those apps can see the tip before. I personally always tip 20%, or if it's like a lower order and it's 20% and it's like $5, then I'll go up to like 30% just to make it a little bit more. Because I mean, you have to think, like, people are driving, they are literally getting in their car, driving to the restaurant, driving to your house, having to put gas into their car. But what is your opinion? Do you think that it's right that DoorDash and these other apps show the driver what their tip is going to be before they actually pick up the order and deliver it? Or do you think it should be shown afterwards? I'm kind of like, I'm really torn on this one, because I understand that there are people out there that will order a ton of food and they just won't tip at all because they just think that it should be given to them like for free, basically, like from that person, even though that person drove to the restaurant because their lazy ass didn't want to get in the car. Like, if you're going to order out or if you're going to go out to eat, you should at least be able to tip. That's my opinion. If not, stay at home, cook your own damn food. But moving on from that, I want to talk about Jaclyn Roxanne and my personal experience with her jewelry. Now, you guys, I already went into the beginning of this video and I told you guys how her website was. You guys all know about that. And the other day I posted a video of a lady and her ears were turning green. Her ear was green, her neck was green, and Jaclyn Roxanne actually reached out to her and they like wanted to make this right. I'm sure that is just going to be like some sort of refund, considering the jewelry's doing it. I mean, I don't think another pair of jewelry is really going to be like, okay, well, let's just see if the issue's going to get fixed now. It's not. Because you guys know I was wearing my Link necklace the other day, just I was going to wear it for 12 hours. I actually did end up not doing anything that day. I literally just went inside and I was sitting around and then I went to bed. I woke up the next day, which I will get into. I will show you guys the photos. It was not good. It was not good. Let me just tell you, I'm not going to be wearing her jewelry anymore. If I could get my money back for it, the full $90, that would be great, but I don't have the box. I feel like a lot of people are going to be doing that for Jaclyn Roxanne, because I have seen many more on social media coming forward with their pictures of their ears being green, around their neck has been green. Jaclyn Hill lied. Jaclyn Hill lied. Okay, I just want to put that out there for everyone. You can say that I'm being a hater. No, she lied. In her video, she said like the #1 reason for her to make this jewelry is because of reaction. She is someone who has reactions to jewelry. Her friends, herself, as well as other people were testing this out, and that is the best testimony that she can give you.
All of the jewelry in my entire collection is 14 karat gold plated, or rhodium. And if you're unaware, rhodium is just a more high-end version of silver. And the thing that was so important to me, 2 things in my collection that the second I started designing. #1, it cannot irritate my skin, it cannot give me a rash, and it cannot turn my skin any color. Because I have had issues with really, really high-end fine jewelry that literally, like, the earrings will turn my skin green and turn my neck green. I'm also very allergic to nickel and I have extremely sensitive skin. So I made sure that if you have sensitive skin, this is not gonna do any of that to you. I have worn every single piece of jewelry, I have worked out in it, I have sweated in it to make sure that none of that happened.
Well, I will let you know if that's the best testimony that that she can give you, everyone in Jaclyn Hill's life is a liar as well. Because we'll remember that everyone's best testimony that they were giving you was about her lipsticks as well. I know that Jaclyn doesn't want to hear about her lipsticks anymore, but when you're going to use the same language and the same verbiage to explain something with jewelry that you used with your lipstick that was a huge mishap, it's kind of going to come up. So something that I do find very funny about this whole Jaclyn Roxanne mishap that's going on with people turning green and bringing it to Jaclyn's attention is that Jaclyn is doing Jaclyn. She's doing just what she does. Immediately when she saw that people were getting onto her on social media, she went over to Instagram, and this is about mental health.
Okay, so a lot of people have been asking me about Jaclyn's journey because I did like 6 episodes straight, and then if you saw the last vlog that I posted, the last episode, if you will, you can tell that I'm just not doing well mentally. I started therapy. I had my first session last week. I'm going weekly now. And I just kind of put a pause on vlogging. No, I am not stopping the journey. I actually at this point have not gained a pound or lost a pound since my last video. I'm sitting at the exact same place. Kind of stagnant right now because I'm focusing so much on my mental health. And I don't want to keep filming vlogs about my mental health because it's kind of triggering and also it's kind of boring for you guys. So I'm just taking a little pause for myself, but I'm not done. I have big plans for Jaclyn's journey and I will be coming back. But in the meantime, I have a video going up tomorrow of my winter must-haves and my holiday gift guide. So I'm still gonna be present on socials. I just need a break from vlogging for myself for just a short period of time, and I hope you guys understand.
Now she's getting into why her series is not continuing right now. She's taking some time for herself, and if she really is, that's fine, that's good. Congratulations, work on yourself, come back better for everyone. But it's a pattern. It's a pattern. I see a pattern. Every time Jaclyn Hill gets into something, it's always, oh, I gotta take a break. I'm stopping this series. I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I'm just gonna, ooh, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna ghost people. It's Jaclyn. It's what she does. So now she's over on her Instagram story, letting everyone know exactly why her series, this weight loss journey and all that isn't continuing right now. Now, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, hate on me all you want, I think that Jaclyn stopped the series because her jewelry line came out. Everyone, when Jaclyn came out with this series, they thought that it was either going to be a Morphe product they were going to be coming out with. You remember Jaclyn went on her Instagram story and she's like, you guys think I'm so far up Morphe's ass? Do you really think I would push this?
You guys, I'm dying. I just saw, something. Okay, all lights in my house just went off. That's great. I'm going to keep going, even if there's a ghost here. I saw something saying that the reason that I am trying to lose weight right now and doing this whole Jaclyn's Journey series is because Morphe is about to come out with like some sort of vitamins for weight loss and that I'm gonna be promoting it. Y'all really think I have my head shoved up their ass? And glory of God, the lights are back on. So I apologize for saying y'all, because I wasn't actually speaking to you. I was talking to the weirdos who think like this. And also, let's get real. I barely even talk about my own damn products. You think I'm gonna do a whole ass series just to push another brand's product coming out?
Yes, we do. We think that you would do a whole series for Morphe. We had been over that. But then everyone was like, well, no, I think that this new business that she's going to come out with is going to launch sometime in this series, and this is just a build-up for that. And I'm not knocking Jaclyn for coming out with a series to build this up. I mean, we had the how many part infomercial series from Shane and Jeffrey about the conspiracy, and that sold out. So I'm not knocking Jaclyn for that. I just find it funny when people kind of like act like there's not a different purpose for what they're doing and they're just trying to make everyone like kind of like sympathy cards is what I would use, because that's what Jaclyn did. Well, now her series is not continuing. She's going to take a break, and I'm just going to say this right now. Again, people can get upset with me in the comment section. I'm going to say this right now. I bet you when Jaclyn comes back with this series, there's going to be another launch within 3 to 4 videos when she comes back. Maybe, hell, maybe it'll even be 2. Maybe it's going to be something. I don't know if Jaclyn has anything else geared up for the rest of this year. I mean, there's like, what, almost a month left in this year. Is she going to be releasing something, or is the series going to come back after New Year's? Who knows? But now let's get into my reaction to the Jaclyn Roxanne. I am someone, I can wear the cheapest jewelry. I can wear the most expensive jewelry. I can wear any jewelry. I'm just going to frame it that way and not have any reaction. My skin is not sensitive at all. Like, I can wear costume jewelry and fashion jewelry for days and not have any issue with my rings, not have any issue with the necklace, not have any issue back when I used to have earrings in and my smaller holes, which have now closed up. Never have an issue. I had Jaclyn's necklace on for, I want to say, just over 12 hours. I did sleep in this, and I woke up and around my whole entire neck, you guys, was this green. Now, I'm going to put up pictures right here. I did change the lighting in one of them just so you could see it a lot better, but you can even look at it if you zoom in on it, and you can see the imprint of like where the chain was sitting and like the green and how it like formed around that. It's disgusting. So basically, moral of the story is it didn't work for me. Do I recommend buying from Jaclyn Roxanne in the future? No. Do I recommend buying anything from Jaclyn Hill in the future? No, to be completely honest, because it seems that more so these launches are just wrapped up in lies rather than in the truth to give to people. I wish that Jaclyn wouldn't have sat down in her video and tried to paint it like there's not going to be any reaction. That's probably the reason why Jaclyn was so secretive and didn't tell people exactly what that was plated on, because it's probably plated on like brass or like nickel, and people don't have good reactions to those. So everyone out there that got duped by Jaclyn Hill, once again, I hope that you're in a return period to be able to return your stuff. I did see that there are a lot of people that are kind of upset with Jaclyn right now because she's already talking about doing like a Black Friday sale for Jaclyn Roxanne. It's like your jewelry just launched and people paid full price for these items. So now that's giving me that these products are actually a lot cheaper than what Jaclyn is putting on. And she's actually going to knock the price down for people to make it seem like a better deal. It's shady business. The jewelry is cheap, so I won't be wearing it anymore. But that is really all I had to say in this video. I hope that you guys did enjoy it. If you have made it this far, leave me like a wind emoji. Is there a wind emoji? Maybe like a rain emoji? I don't know. Something for this overcast day here in Florida. And I love you guys, and I'll see you guys all in my next video.